Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I really thought I wasn't gonna upload again until like 2029 or something like that, but here we are. And maybe you're seeing this video in 2029, but if you are, let me know a few things. Am I gone? Is GTA 6 the best game ever? When's GTA 9 coming out? And is Ghost Rider finally in Marvel? Okay, no, they're not gonna add this guy into Marvel Rivals. It's been like, whatchamacallit, like 7 seasons now. But anywho, you've already seen the title of this video, and based on what I said in the last video, yes, I'm from the motherland of Nigeria. What is your problem, my friend? If you come over here, I'll sand your mouth. Well, my family is. I grew up in America, the land of the brave. God bless America. I say that I'm Nigerian because it's in my blood, you know, and I want to be cool, you know. There's too many people from America. I want to be different, you know. I want to be different. But alas, it is what it is. Well, without further ado, let's get into it. So like I said before, I was raised in America. My family moved here around 2007, somewhere around there. And I was born in the state of Texas. Ghetto, Texas. Sorry about that. Sorry you guys had to hear that. That probably wasn't fun. But I was born in Texas. From an early age, my parents tried teaching me our native language, Yoruba, alongside English at the same time. Now, here's the thing. I, to this day, barely know the language. I know. You're supposed to know your native language, like how, you know, Latinos and my Mexican brothers know Spanish off the back of their hand, and they can easily just recite any sentence, most likely. And yeah, that should be me with Yoruba, but I should speak it and even understand it, which I do understand, you know. My mom would disagree otherwise, but like, I do understand it, mother. Right. Anyway, but yeah. But there's a funny little story to the whole reason why I actually still barely understand or like even speak it. So, I heard this from my mom, or maybe from my oldest brother, Awa. Whenever I started saying certain words in Yoruba instead of English, since, you know, we did just move to America, so people are gonna know a lot more English than Yoruba, you know, obviously. So, my parents got scared that I wouldn't learn a single thing in English, so they kept repeating every Yoruba word I said into English until, like, I understood, you know. And, Mom, Dad, why did you guys do this to me? Just kidding, I love you guys so much. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to learn it myself, probably like, you know, before I have kids, which that's, checking my watch here on my wrist, even though I'm not even wearing a watch. That's just gonna be like another 10 years or so, but yeah. Over here, instead of saying yes sir or like no ma'am, we say yes sir and no ma and stuff like that. And we usually do a slight bow to like our uncles, grandpas, grandmas, or just elders of the family, you know, to show respect, you know. If you're outside from America, you'd probably understand that it's just common courtesy. Like how Japan, you let the elder eat first before like you start digging in yourself. At least that's for the young folks. If I remember correctly, please correct me on that one. And if you mess up or fail to address them like that, you will get the meanest look from your parents ever. I remember this one time my mom said my aunt was coming over and staying with us for a bit because she was pregnant. I was like around like 10 at this time, right? So at this point, I should have been accustomed to it, right? Well, yes and no. Because at the end of the day, I grew up fully in Texas. So, when my aunt finally came over, I walked out of my room, said, "Hello, Ma," and I just stood there for a bit. So, based off of what I said earlier, you know, I was supposed to show my respect by doing this little bow, you know. I mean, if I can show something on the screen, then, like, it'll be right there. But I haven't gotten good at it yet, so, like, you know, maybe it'll be on the screen. But, yeah. Well, I tell you, like, I felt my mother's spiritual presence right behind me. Like, you ever get this feeling where, like, you know that you're being watched? Like, you can feel eyes behind your back. Like, somebody's just piercing through your soul. Like, I promise you, there was a sandal about to graze my back. And, like, you know, I looked back at my mom, and she just stared at me, piercing into my soul, I could just feel my elders and my ancestors judging me like I had entered the spirit realm from Avatar. So I did the most graceful, most elegant, most cultural bow of all time. It still didn't save me though. 20 minutes later, my mom lectured me about it. Now, the actual discipline, oh man, you will remember those punishments until you're like 50 years old. They had a whole control panel of punishments that I didn't even know existed until this day. Until it's like they invented them or something, just for the sole purpose of really teaching you to respect your elders, to just respect the people that came before you. So like, never in my 19 years of life to this day have I ever heard of some of these. You know, I am exaggerating a little bit, but still, a lot. We have level 1, you know, the belt, the black belt of Doom Despair, the basic starter pack when it comes to displaying tough love. Not the birthday, but yeah. I remember one time I said a certain little curse word out loud. I kind of forgot the word now, you know. It was probably when I was like 8 years old, to be fair. Like, it's been a bit now. But my mom sprinted over to me like the Flash, which, to be fair, like, that's scary speed when you think about it. But like, you know, yeah. And she gave me the 2-piece chicken combo from McDonald's. Well, I don't even think they have a chicken combo, but you know what I'm saying. Like, so my booty was on fire. Like, to this day, I think you even heard me, like, the way I low-key just reminisced, like, quote-unquote reminisced about that in the previous video. Yeah, that was an actual, like, me remembering. So, yeah. Then we have technology plus the butt whooping. You thought that it was just gonna be losing technology privileges? No, it's both. It doesn't matter. You're getting both taken away, you know. It's just simple stuff. I remember one time I was literally just on my phone and I heard my mom call me from like my room. And so I walked in and she had my report card. Now, I used to hide my report card under the bed and when it was a pretty bad report. So when my mom found out, I don't even want to talk about it. It was pretty bad. But let's just say, no more iPad. Yeah, I was an iPad kid when I was growing up, so there is that. So, no more iPad, and I'm pretty sure she used a sandal or like a bell or something. I don't know. It's been good, but yeah. And then we have level 3. The punishments that were literally made up on the spot for no apparent reason. These range from anywhere from wall sits for 5 minutes to kneeling on your toes for 40 minutes. I say that with so much like passion because it actually happened to me. There was this one time in 5th grade where I got a C on a math test. By the way, I hate math despite being a computer science major. Yeah, at this point, I think I'm low-key cooked. Like, I already said my major and everything, and you're probably just laughing at me. I'm probably gonna type in the comments, yeah, this guy's gonna end up like a Waterloo University student. Yeah, most likely. I would probably have a receding hairline by the time it's my senior year of college. But besides the point, my mom was furious, and as for punishment, I had to kneel on the carpet on my toes. On my toes. I have to emphasize on my toes because it sucked. Like, I was in pain. It got so bad, my eyes started watering and I low-key started crying. And when I begged my mom to let me stand up to at least like get a little bit of air, like, please, I'm sorry. But like, you know, she just shook her head and low-key just looked down at me in disappointment and be like with a gaze with, I don't know, just with a full-on gaze saying, you better get better grades or something like that. I don't know. It's been a bit. But yeah, after 40 minutes, my mom left to her room and she wanted me to keep on saying like that, right? So low-key, that sucked. But it was a good thing my older brother AJ looked at me and said, it's okay, you can get up now. And then he gave me a hug. Thank you, AJ. But yeah, I've been released from the shackles of my prison. There's more, that I can talk about, but like, man, I want to talk about the food. Oh man, I love the food. Now, I had a conversation with my oldest brother, AY, saying that like while I do love Nigerian food, I don't crave it like he does. But like, there's like, oh, that's like a whole topic of discussion for another day, for like a random video. Maybe randomly. But yeah, the food is absolutely amazing. All the people talk online and make mad jokes about it, but like, it is fire. Like, fufu for instance. I actually call this something else called pandiyam. I know if my mom watches this video, she's probably gonna laugh at my pronunciation. Same with my dad. So, yeah. Hi mom, hi dad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, you eat this with eba, stew, or pho. And I used to eat this as a kid all the time. Then one day, I threw up randomly, and to this day, I haven't eaten it. I still like it, don't get me wrong, but like, anytime I get near it, I shake a little bit, you know. And then we have puff puff. It's basically fried dough balls, and man, they taste so good. It's like tasting what crack feels like. Don't do drugs, kids. Wait, that wasn't a PSA for doing it. No, that's more so just an exaggeration of how addictive it is. Okay, yeah, but anyways. They and then we also have meat pie too as well. They're like what the name suggests. They're like meat pie. They look like calzones, but they're harder and like the name implies, they have meat inside. Usually chicken or beef. Then we have scotch egg and akara. To put it simply, akara is like bean cakes, if you know what bean cakes are. They go with dang near everything. Well, I could keep talking about the snacks and like side dishes for like a good like 10 minutes, but you know, I want to talk about the main dish. Let me tell you about the holy grail, jollof rice. Man, oh man. Right now, I'm mouth-watering just because I'm thinking about it. Like, that's how good it is, guys. Like, please, like, you gotta believe it. If you've never had Nigerian food or African food in general, I highly recommend trying jollof rice. It's low-key one of the best dishes I've ever had in my 19 years of life. Like, if I was on my last meal and I got sent to prison for no reason, and I was about to get, like, the death penalty, that would be the last thing that I would eat. Now you might be wondering, Drago, it's just rice. No, it's not just rice. It's a rice with mixed spices. I don't know if you got the reference, but like it's a SpongeBob reference. Okay, I'm just gonna keep on going. But yeah, tomato sauce. It's with tomato sauce too as well, and I love it a lot. If I randomly ended up, like I said, on death row, that would literally be my last meal cooked by my mom. Nobody tops my mom's jollof rice. Like nobody in existence. Growing up the way I did, I was really shaped into the young man I am today. And I'm always gonna be grateful for my family and the love I was given. I wouldn't take it back for a whole entire week or anything for a second, you know. But, whew. Anyway, that's all I have for this video, folks. It's been fun recording these videos, coming up with ideas, and getting to talk about my experiences, even if I'm a third-party person. So, I have zero clue what gameplay is in the background right now, but it could be Among Us, you know, which, if you've seen the Among Us TV show, it's actually kind of peak, you know. Like, if they released that during COVID, it would be, like, the best show of all time. You know, it's fine. Maybe it'll make a comeback. I don't know. I don't really keep up with the game anymore or anything around it. Well, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a blessed day, y'all.